The most common workplace injuries I typically see are from clients who are involved in construction or some sort of a trade. And that's usually because they're either working at heights or working with heavy machinery or equipment, or they're relying on someone else for their own safety. The most common causes of workplace injuries are usually because of the negligence of a company. That's because these companies, a lot of the time, they cut corners when it comes to safety, and a lot of the times they do that simply because it's cheaper. When you sustain a workplace injury, it's important, I think, first that you seek medical treatment to make sure you're okay, or to at least stabilize you. I think it's also important that you notify your employer of what happened, but it's equally important that you hire an experienced attorney in these matters so that they can begin investigating and uncovering the facts of what happened. A lot of the time, your employer doesn't have your best interest at heart. They're going to do what they need to do to cover themselves. There's various benefits that you can receive after being injured on the job. You can get long-term or short-term disability or collect on those policies. You can also hire an attorney who will pursue your employer or any other at-fault party for wages that you may have lost and wages that you would lose in the future because you're not able to work, to recover monies for medical treatment for what you've had to undergo and what you're going to have to undergo in the future. Also monies for pain and suffering, mental anguish, disfigurement, and physical impairment. You can also potentially get Social Security disability benefits when you're injured in a workplace accident. An experienced attorney can help you get all of these benefits. If you've been injured at the workplace, it's important that you hire an attorney that has a lot of experience in these types of cases. That's because an attorney with experience is going to be able to investigate the case properly and ultimately receive the best recovery for the injuries you've sustained. The initial consultation when you've sustained a workplace injury will be pretty detailed. I need to get the details of your job, actually what your job responsibilities are, what occurred to cause the injury, who was there, what companies were involved, what injuries you sustained, how you've been feeling, and how it's affected your family. All of these things will play an important role in developing your case in order for me to best tell your story.